for the ground. I'm my 2020, whoa, whoa. Woke up to deposits and it's only 8 a.m. Do it for the fam, I don't do it for the gram. Do it for my daughters, do it for my little man. That's my 2020, reason why I win. Lot of missed calls, looking bloody in my call log. I bet to myself, I'm not sorry that I logged, dog. Check my mental health, I was feeling like a lost dog. Bounce back and wipe my paws off. Get it off the humble and I stick to what I know. Nights on top of nights, long nights took a toll. Took some steps back, but I still get up and I go. And now you know, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding? Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. Pressure on me daily, got the family on my back. Dreams are getting bigger, put the city on my map. Wrote inside my palm, but I'll try not to get attached. Moment that is here, could be over just like that. Fast car, no NASCAR. I was never working hard, I guess I'm mad smart. Top speed like a rocket, it was blast off. 6 figures from my couch without a mask on. Waited for my cycle like a laundromat. Going to the moon, it's on top and that. 2 straight years of dropping back to back. Epidemic jumping like an acrobat. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding? Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it.
Came for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, and they pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Came for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in.
I'm on my job, I get it done, but you should know that. Shine like a sun, a 101, you should know that. I get the front and in the back, you should know that. No need to stun, it's never cap, you should know that. All I know, 10 toes, never fold, bang roll, on the go, ice wall, ice wall, ice wall.
Came for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, if they pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Came for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, if they pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in.
I miss my baby, so I hit them on the FaceTime. I need it all for them, so no, I cannot waste time. Facing these oceans, feel the water on my waistline. We trust the process and I only know it takes time. You can get it, got no worries, I'm gon' make mine. Going global, I'ma get it out the state lines. Paying taxes at a more than what you make now. Different bracket, eating off a different plate
Came
now.
for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, if they pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Came for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, if they pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in.
Good morning all. Yes, sir. Hope everyone is well. Hope everyone is good. Daylight savings we have now. Let me fix this camera. So, if you're in Europe, nothing has changed. Just your clocks have gone. For me, everything is an hour different. I did put an announcement. And clocks don't change till next Sunday. Wrong. They already changed yesterday. European clocks. GBP, daylight saving time shift. European daylight saving time shift. Now you are correct for US. US changes next week. So this is this weird week where we have this kind of like London and New York super close to each other, and then next week it all stabilizes. And actually this week we have some very heavy news coming on Wednesday with FOMC happening here, right? So we have FOMC, they expect rates to come down, which is why we said that hype. Overall, news-wise, we've had Trump come to an agreement with China on tariffs, so we're seeing a little bit of cooling because of that. If they do not cut rates here, and we do not see it come down to 4%, you will see a massive pullback continue on gold. But if the rates cut as expected, I still think it'll be buy the rumor, sell the news event of sorts, but depends if we rally before or dump before. It's kind of like we've already priced that in. So we might just see the news then do a spike up and down as it comes back as expected. And we kind of have already priced the rest in. So today, though, we have no news that we need to worry about. At 1 p.m. we have some German news that we need to keep an eye on. Otherwise, we are okay here. We are okay. But that's not till like an hour after London open. Looking at price here, starting on the weekly time frame for gold here, we have our first weekly candle closing bearish after 9 weeks of upside, guys. So this is 9 weeks of upside. First weekly candle closing bearish. It is something significant, at least indicates pullback or some form of consolidation, right? So we indicate one or the other. Daily time frame as well, still closing bearish. If we were to close above here, it would give us some nice opportunity to upside. We are still holding this previous daily support, so I'd like to see a candle flip and close above, and then that would give me confidence of upside. We do have 4-hour candle closing bearish, so typically today is looking more as a bearish session here with previous daily bearish, 4-hour bearish, but we're all at supports. Daily's at support and the previous 4-hour at support. So if I want to consider it mixed, I can, and if I start to see buy setups, it wouldn't be crazy to see that, right? So we bring back all our drawings here for all our markups here, and take it accordingly. So let's double check everything. 4-hour looks good, everything looks good. That's that daily support we're dealing with here, right? Yep. And yeah, looking at 1 hour time frame here, we're trying to break structure here. 8 minutes for this 1 hour to close. If it doesn't close above here, there's probably no continuation. Let's just see how that line looks on 30, 15. Yeah, so we have a 15 minute here. We're just going to put this and match the 15. So I wouldn't mind selling below here in 7 minutes if price was to close below. See what we're looking like at 5. That's where our 5 support is. If we can get below some of these wicks here, would be preferred to close below some of these wicks, because a bit messy. I like this zone. If we can close below this zone, I can trust possibly some sells from down here to continue down and retest here possibly. So we're going to see in 7 minutes. That's my plan, is to take sells back down to retest 4-hour support. If not, below previous 30 is good. Yeah, that can work as well here below previous 30 if we wanted to take it. We have tested it, so it might not be as big as an issue, but it definitely also works as well. It also works, might as well, couple of pips difference. I would say if we reach there and then make a nice top wick, I would probably ignore it and then see what happens there. I'm even contemplating if 1 hour candle closes bearish straight away, you know, it's already like a 1 hour candle closing bearish, already looks good. So let's just see. We have a whole 6 minutes here for price. Price could end up closing bullish and all sell plans are out the window. Would I take a buy? Would I take a buy? The difference is with the buy scenario here, we're coming from a very big clean LTA push here and we're just failing a lot of times. So this is what worries me, is any buy might just be another liquidity grab to continue down. So yeah, let's just see when we close, because if it closes strong up here, maybe that's giving me confidence at least to test here, maybe before downside, at least get back to 90. If it's a tiny little close here, then I'm not really trusting it. So that'll depend on the close. As for DAX here, we still have this news push here. I think this is a gap. Let's check on broker. Hopefully spread should be fixed on broker now. That was kind of what they were hinting at. So is it a gap or are we okay? Yeah, so that's the gap right there. So all of these two gaps here, one gap here, one gap there, which is interesting. So let's go back and have a look at our charts here. So these are one gap here, and weekly time frame ended up closing bullish at weekly resistance. So we're weekly resistance tapped already. So we put that in. WR. Daily time frame. We almost tapped the daily resistance there. So bring one of these. DR. We have this daily resistance here. Current no bottom wick. 4-hour close bearish back in the range. So we could potentially look for a selling move as well to fill some of this gap, which would probably come below here. And then we can fill some of this, and then if it continues, we have a juicy move to fill the gap. Since we're coming from weekly resistance, I really don't want to buy around weekly resistance, especially breakouts. Not really been working too well. So if we can sell down here, would be something a little bit better. Let's see how 5 minute looks. Yeah, below there would work for me. Fill this range here, continue down, and then if it fills the gap, it's a big positive for potential runner positions. 4-hour didn't change due to daylight savings. It should have. Let's have a look here on gold if we had. Let's see here. Gold 4-hour time frame opened at, closed at, yeah, it's changed already. 9 o'clock instead of 8 o'clock. Look at gold. I'm on gold, I can see. I think gold maybe will just push here without us today, and then that's also a potential here that we just do not get the entry, which is totally fine. It happens. We just move on, get on with our day. And that's it. So we'll see at 3 minutes. I'm gonna wait 3 minutes myself here. I don't see any other way in unless I just press sell right now and gamble it, but that's not my style. We might catch it right at open. Open change opens in an hour. So this is actually pre-London move. This is actually pre-London move. We can buy above 4 hour to see if we tap weekly resistance. I mean, technically, yeah, you could, but I just don't like it because we're at like major targets, you know? Especially with the 4 hour closing back inside the range and then retest the highs already. I don't like the idea of trying to buy again. I feel like that's where it would fail. So I'd rather buy from the lows down here back up. That would be better because if it fails, at least I'm going to be in profit. Because we could get a move where it comes up, fails, but then you're already in profit if you're buying here. But if you buy here and it just fails like that, then you're done, right? Same thing here. You bought here, went up, and then now it's failing. So yeah, that's the analysis for today. Appreciate everyone showing up. Daylight saving time change. Leave a like on the stream. You know the drill. Get the likes up to 200. I would appreciate it. Hate to say it, part of the game, the YouTube business. The YouTube business. What happened to Forex when the US dollar fails? We will deal with that at the time. We will have bigger problems when the US dollar fails. Our smallest problem will be trading Forex. You know, there's more than one asset to trade. Can trade indices. They would probably, if the dollar fails all of a sudden, which it won't, it will be a slow. You know, you have indices to trade, commodities. There's so many different things. Forex is just one thing. There's other pairs, and the dollar will just not totally fail. It will be transitioned. So we'll see how it transitions. BTC JPY. Imagine, bro. Imagine how crazy. If JPY was back in its old days, imagine putting them two together. That would be absolutely nuts, man. It would be nuts. So let's see how this candle closes here. We're leaving a bit of a rejection so far. Wick fill, we tapped the 75 here, so this is what's worrying me about a wick fill. And I don't like this rejection. This is why I wait for closes. It was all the way down here. Now we've retraced more than 50% of the candle. More than 50% of the candle we retraced. As long as 1 hour, I guess, closes bearish, it's going to help us. But I really don't like the way we are just totally rejecting like this. It does not make it easy to just press sell, right? 12 seconds for the candle to close. So I probably need to see at least another 5-minute candle close bearish here, and that would be my entry. Because this is showing me bullish pressure now, right? Look at that rejection. It is closing stronger rejection than it is closing bearish. So I'll probably need to wait 5 minutes here. We do have the 1 hour candle closing bearish. But as long as we respect this low, it doesn't mean it has to go down. So if we respect this low, it can continue going up. 30-minute time frame here did close below, but it's respecting this previous zone and the original zone I had as well. We have wick through it, so that's why that 5 would give me confidence. Either the 5 closes here and gives us space to 75, otherwise we kind of need to be trading below 75. Latest podcast, Words of Wisdom, says that AI will replace traders. It's not possible for AI to replace traders. AI will have its place in trading, but it can't replace traders because, well, if the world happens to that, again, we'll have bigger problems, because that means that AI will control all of our major financial systems and all the money in the world will be controlled by AI. And if you leave it in the hands of AI, it's a major security threat. Major security threat. Secondly, it cannot replace manual trading. It can only aid manual trading, and you need someone to train it. So who's going to train it? Humans. For me, there's a very, very powerful... It can find loopholes. It can find loopholes. I think the 4-hour candle will change once NY daylight saving happens. Yes, yes, you're right, actually, you're right. Yo, Harry, how's your... Stupid question, man. Who the fuck is this guy? Trading is an art without those crazy MA RSI things. Yes. They can program the AI to study all of our trading for the past 100 years. They can. They can. If you have that much data, then you can just automate it. AI will help you automate your system, but you needed humans to develop the system, or to develop something that actually works. That's the first step. So I wonder if we can get away here with stop loss above maybe here 69 pip stop loss. I think that would work. You know, because now we have this 5-minute retest here. It really shouldn't need to break above there. If it does, it doesn't really look good in my opinion. Tap 75 again, rejected 75 again. So it's pretty simple here. Where's my key levels gone? All the way up here. Let's bring one of them down to 75. So what? Now we have the 5-minute candle closing here in about 50 seconds. We'll see how it closes. If it closes like this, it's fine, but I probably would look for an entry break of this low here. And then get away with stops maybe here. 60 pip stops. So on broker, it's actually closing below 75 potentially. Yeah, that closed below 75. No top wick so far. So I'd like to see a top wick and then a re-break of the low. So let's see if we can get a top wick here. There we go. So we got a top wick here. So I'll be interested here to go re-break of the low. That'll be my plan. So on my broker, it's made its top wick. So if it can re-break this low, will be interesting for me. Can probably play stop now above here. I think it will be fine. Because once it re-breaks this low, it has no business breaking this structure here, getting back above this. I think if it does that, it can be game over. It would flip the 15-minute bullish as well. So this is why we wanted to wait for top wicks, you see? Imagine you just enter without top wick here, you enter break of low, now you hold this all as drawdown, which would be disastrous, right? You really don't want to hold all of this as drawdown. So waiting for a top wick here, at least we can avoid all of this uncertainty and just be in hopefully when there's some volume. Now I need to start planning what would I do if 5 closes bullish from here. Would I still keep it? I guess if it closes weak bullish, it's a thunderstorm. Key level is there, but you're entering below it. So you can't let that whole thing put you off your whole idea. The spot I'm entering now is also 1 hour low, so at least I have that confirmation. If it closes strong bullish, that's a different scenario here. I wonder how to deal with that, because it's still valid on other time frames, but it's looking like it's rejecting, you know? No sound? There is sound. There's 300 people in here and they haven't complained that there isn't sound. So maybe for you there's no sound. Why am I even saying that? If there's no sound, he won't be able to hear me. So I don't think it matters. I got slipped in. It's not possible to be slipped in because I didn't place the order till it made a top wick here. Top wick was important. So when it opened with no top wick. So I didn't even have the order placed. I waited for it to come flip back up and it's continued to be flipped bullish here. Until now, maybe. Still not trigger on broker yet. Still not. So you can see how I'm not triggered yet. That's why I'm showing you. There we go. New 5-minute dropping here, no top wick. We can allow it to make a top wick here. I don't think it's detrimental for it to make a top wick. That slippage? I didn't get slipped. See how we react at this spot here. That's our only concern here, how we react here. Now we want to respect this level here, which is going to be our 75 level. $15-minute candle here closes in 3 minutes. So we'll see how the 15 candle closes. Tap 70 key level, yeah. So we might see a reaction. The thing is we could manage above 75. So I don't mind losing 7 pips here with a 60 pip stop loss. Doesn't matter too much to me for the opportunity of it to continue down. Because as long as we continue bearish 1 minute structure, it could be fine here. So yeah, if you want to be aggressive break even, you can go break even at the 70 level that we tapped. I'm just seeing a lot of bearish structure on 1 minute, so I'm not trusting just yet to be like, okay, I'm done. I don't mind losing 6-7 pips here. It's going to be like 0.15%. Nothing. Just want to see how this 15-minute candle closes. Maybe we can get a deeper close, survive a top wick. So let's see how the top wick, we need to survive some form of top wick here. I have no top wick so far. So I'm going to allow it to test this 1 minute structure up here, but if it breaks this 1 minute structure, I'm going to probably close the position, as it makes no sense for me. So hopefully we can break this low. That's where our probabilities lay. When we break this low, we have good probabilities because it's showing signs of continuation. If we can get one more volume push, should be nice. Just some action. Break this low and go. So like I said, my stop loss is basically break even for me now, because if it breaks this structure, it's going to tap me break even. So I'm not losing this position now. Come on, gold, break this low for me. Break this low for me. All right, that tapped me break even on my broker, as you can see. Oops. Don't know where it is, but I think it's worth the shot for me. I was actually contemplating closing half, was actually what I was contemplating. And then leaving my stop loss above 75. So if it can respect 75, I think it would have been fine, but I didn't have a chance to close half. Where's my positions? Are they not on or something? Oh, there we go. Yeah, so closed out break even when it came to my entry. Just not in a good position here if it was to pop up here. We're respecting 70 level, as we can see here. And I really wanted to close half down here and then leave my stop loss above 75, but I didn't have time. It looked good, you know? So I might be stopped out and now it hits TP, which is the risk of going break even, right? Right? It's the risk of going break even. I feel like BE was too early. You don't have to follow me. You don't have to follow me. If you don't want to go break even, you should still be in, guys, huh? You should not be here to copy me. This is totally my own trading. Please do not sit here and ask me about re-entries. You should be in still. Easy trade for you. You're up here already in profits of 34 pips. Chilling. So take the profits. If you want to take 34 pips, 1-to-1 on this position would be around here. I would recommend, if it breaks the low here, to secure at the 1 hour support. Would be definitely something to consider, okay? Definitely look to secure somewhere there. Because that is definitely a target. What is that? Well, yeah, 1-to-1's a little bit below. See if you can get volume to push through. There you go. Boom. Amazing. TP head. Let's go. Amazing trade. Very nice. Very nice. Came up for me in the beginning here. Started to break through that structure, but nothing closed above. Like I said, I'd like to respect 75 here, but yeah, beautiful trade. And yeah, came up for me. I decided to manage end of month, so I'm out. Thanks. Yeah, well done if you're out. Very good, very good. There we go. So yeah, just wanted that one more retest. Yeah, I was feeling about maybe just losing 7 pips here, but it is what it is. I know the risks of that. Got out at 1 to 0.8. Nice, Bram. So yeah, clean. Good move in London. Yeah, pullback trade, right? That's the point here. I don't trust the buys continuation. We got in on the pullback. Waited for that 5-minute. Next one came, triggered us in. This one came back to retest here. Nothing closed above the 1-minute structure, which is why it remained valid here. But I was scared we get a straight push up here. So my choice was either I look to manage or to do what? Depends. See what Steven did here. If it loads. Pull back, you took it on the flip here. It did reject. Oh, this is on GU. Shit, it looks the same. Looks the exact same. Yeah, it makes sense. I was gonna say it did reject a key level, but no, you don't have that on GU. So yeah, it's valid on the flip then if there's no key level. There's no key level, it's valid. Took profit at the top of this zone, which is nice. Safer. You don't know if it's gonna here reject all the way back up to your entry. Yeah, that's valid, man. That's valid. Would you leave a runner? It's tough. We hit 1 hour target. If 1 hour target was not there, probably not. Probably I would, yes, sorry. But since it hit 1 hour, makes it different. Can you survive the runner is the question. I think maybe with this 5-minute structure, yeah, you could try a runner here. You do have some room, at least down to 4 hour support as a max target. All right. DAX giving a fake out here. 5-minute candles closing too many next to each other. Big candle, big candle. You don't want to be part of that. We want a bullish candle. Now, if it was to close below, it would be better. But now it's pushed up too much. So yeah, just playing conservative end of month here. Don't want to give back everything. But I think above 75 would have been nicer if I'm happy to hold that one. But I know the type of risk there is, of course, with moving break even, right? We know it's 50-50 and stuff like that. So it's all part of probability. But I like to track it just to see if that changes over the years. But so I do write in my journal just to track that over the years so we can see if that's changing or not. Yeah, 75 trailing stop would have been the one. Not much of a difference as well. What is that? 13 points, 15 points. It's good to note it in journal for B. If the trade hit TPOSL, I recommend do it all the time. The more information we can get on that, the better it's going to be, you know. I have done it. I stopped for a little. Yeah, here, look, not hot TP, hit TP. So I do mark it just like that. I just put hit TP or hit B, like would have hit SL. That's how I mark it, you know. Moving nice. Max target for me would be the 4 hour support. I wouldn't push it past that because it's a bit greedy after this. It's possible to hold past. I mean, if today breaks down, you have an amazing position, but you know, that depends if you're trying to play a higher time frame trade. If you're trying to play a high time frame trade, it's a different type of idea. But honestly, I think 4 hour support, this support zone is not greedy, you know. Yeah, that would be max for me. But if I was personally in, you know, I would have taken probably at the support. I mean, once it came here, I probably would have taken. Never came back. It's too different. We saw it complete. This even broke the low before broker. Are you still looking for a setup today? I thought I just took a setup. I did it in front of you guys. I don't want to be greedy anymore. Please help me, Harry. The greed I have is the one they talk about in the Bible. Maybe talk to your pastor, man. If you know, if you're relating it to the Bible. Greed in trading is different from the Bible. I can tell you that. Bible is a different subject. Leave the Bible out of trading. If you have a connection with God, keep that personal. Don't bring God into trading. God is not there to help you to trade. God is only there to help you as a person. Let me explain you one concept you guys need to understand. And I'm not going to talk about religion because I don't like talking about religion and politics. So I'm only going to say this once. But I need to change the mindset because it's something that a little bit bothers me. And it can drastically impact your life if you start thinking about it this way. God or whoever you worship is not physically here to help you in any aspect of your life. It's not someone you can go to and say, please help me. It is merely psychological comfort. At the end of the day, you have to go and do it. You. God is not there to help you. God may guide, may give you words of wisdom that comfort you, that may give you clarity, but in no way is he going to grab your hand and pull you. And people say, oh, I felt God. No, he's not physically doing that. That was you. That was you, but channeling your inner power to do so. Whether you need that to be from a bad relationship, whether you need that to be from God to help you, whether you need that to be from past traumas you've had in your life that have motivated you to be where you are today. Whatever the driving factor is, the same thing that applies for every single person is that you are the one that has to drag yourself. Everything around can just guide or motivate. That's it. Not motivate, but encourage. I hate motivation. Motivation is temporary. Right? Someone cited the Quran here. And it said in the Quran that Allah will not change the condition of people until they change what is in themselves. And you wanna read between the lines? I don't like to discuss this, so please, my opinion doesn't mean anything. But if I'm reading between the lines, all it's saying is that if you read between the lines, because you know religious texts can be many different ways can be interpreted. My interpretation that makes sense is in that religious text, it says God will not, so Allah for all Muslims, will not change the condition of people until they change what is in themselves. But guess what happens if they change what there is in themselves? Guess what happens? Their condition will change. Their situation will change. And they will thank God for that. But really, if you're looking at that between the lines, that was just guiding you. You had to make the change. So if you think about it like that logically, you understand that actually the power is within you and the rest is just guidance. But we live in a world where everything was wanting to be handed to us on a silver platter. Everyone's desperate to reach goals that they rely on others to achieve for them. And this is the world we live in. All of you guys who watch this stream, people who are in the exclusive, they all act the same, some of them. Not all of you, but if you're one of them, you need to make that change. People sit here and expect that they can make a change by just not doing anything themselves, but trying to copy someone. You know? I agree, Jamel. I agree. It makes total sense. You know? I always tell people there's nothing like religion or God in trading, 100%. No. To be honest, I see a lot of popularity these days of people bringing religion into trading. I personally don't agree with it. I don't agree with it. I think it has no place. I think you should keep it personal. You know, if that's your motivation to do things and make a change, then do it. You know, you can let others maybe know about that, but don't tie them together. You know, don't make it that God and trading are one. I don't agree with that. For me, it doesn't make sense. Be a religious person. I'm happy with that. That's your choice. That's your practice. I respect that. That being a religious person and trading at the same time, and religion is giving you comfort in trading, I respect that. But putting them completely together, saying God guides you on the charts, makes no sense to me. I don't like that. They bring it into sport as well. Yeah, but in sport they thank God and they do it more as a worship style, not as a I'm gonna score a goal today because of God. And if they do say that, then I don't know. I think it's more of a thankfulness. You know? You can thank God for the guidance, right? But you had to be the one to follow the guidance, right? A lot of people have the mindset, you see, this is the difference. You will have a mentor like me who's here with you every single day, and you will rely on him to do everything for you because I'm physically here. But you never tell God, like you never sit there and just say, today, God, I need money. So let that happen to me. I mean, some people do, but it's not going to happen. You know? It's just not going to happen. But when someone's physically there, you want to try, make things right for you, but it just doesn't work like that. I've been educating now for 2 years properly. I think coming up to almost 3 now. And I've learned very, very specific methods to get people to far goals. And I had to make those adapt because I'm a legit guy. I'm not a guy who's going to make a course for people to come and fail. All right? Or just so I can make money. I could do that, but then I sell myself cheap, right? So instead, what did I do? I learned from educating different people of what's the best method. And believe it or not, the best method is making sure people have accountability and freedom to make their own decisions. It is a mistake for someone to come and copy me exactly because you can't be like me. You need to be able to make your own decisions, see the charts, and use me as guidance. You understand? I asked Jesus to help me in trading and he led me to you so I can be taught properly how to read the charts. Well, if something like that is different. I just don't agree when you are on the charts and trying to let God help you get out of a situation on the charts. I see that too much. People in drawdown and stuff like this, you know. So really, I really have seen the most results when people have been educated like that. And I've shifted the whole group to educate like that now. And as time goes on, next year I have massive plans. People don't know what's coming. I don't want to discuss it because then others will copy. I don't want others to copy. Right? I'm preparing some certain materials, certain styles, and I think it's going to be way beneficial because I'm not interested at selling a product. I'm interested in generating results. Honestly. The results we had this month in the group has been the best, honestly, since the group ever started. Real results. Since the group started, this is the best. It hasn't been any better. And if you ask me what's the happiest thing, that's literally the happiest thing I've felt. I don't get paid tens and thousands of dollars from this group for it to, you know, satisfy me that much. Pays for my time, enough to keep me going, but people can do the math. Everyone in here can see how many people there are in Zoom. It's not life-changing money. You know? It's not life-changing money. So the results matter more than me, and I know over time it will pay me back. I'm here, you know, to run things for a long amount of time. And I will not lie to you, there were times where I thought to myself, you know what, I should have just milked it while I was hot. But then would I be able to look at myself in the mirror today and feel good about what I've done? I don't think so. So I'm happy that I've still decided to just stay so disciplined and be like, I'm not going to give in to what the rest do on the internet. Yeah, it could make me a shit ton of money, but it doesn't feel good. How can you enjoy money that is just worthless to have? You know, it's fun for a little bit and then you realize you're just a fucking douchebag who didn't do anything with his life really, who just manipulated for his own benefit. And the benefit you live is temporary, because now what have you built in the future? You know, you build nothing. No sustainability, no brand, no reputation. And those guys just have to scam harder, unfortunately, to get better results, you know? And then it just becomes from bad to worse. God can change one's life from poverty to multimillionaire. A true testimony of power prayer. I won a house on the beach, going to write a book. See, you're entitled to your opinion, but I don't agree with that. If God can change someone from poverty to multimillionaire, why is there so much poverty in the world? Why doesn't God solve all the poverty? Why does no one live with abundance of at least food and clean water? I tell you, some of the poorest people in the world are the most loyal to God, and some of the richest have no faith. How is that fair? So you realize it's because people make a decision to use God to guide, or they use it to rely. And when they rely, they generate no results. It just comforts. Anyways, I'm not going to talk any more religion because I don't like talking about religion and politics, because it's an individual subject that everyone has their individual opinion about, which I respect, because it's you're entitled to that, okay? You're entitled to that. Stop talking, yes. If you don't like my talking, you're welcome to leave the stream. It is voluntary to join the stream, by the way. I don't force you to be here with a gun to your head. Totally voluntary. Do you have a dog? My dog passed away. Actually, it was that time on stream. I was streaming during the time he passed away. I had to leave stream and go put him down that day. It was not that fun, but you know, part of life. Would have cried a lot? Not really, man. I'm pretty used to, unfortunately. I came on stream the next day. Actually, I streamed New York session that day, I do believe. I remember. Friend of mine died past weekend. He had a bit of money, but his wife and 3 kids were with him at the end. That meant the most to him. Exactly. So yeah, right. Rest in peace. Do you sometimes get depressed after becoming this big? I don't consider myself this big. You never get to a point where you think I've made it. Like, cause I haven't, man. You know? Like in my personal trading, I've generated a lot more. You know? Like maybe once my online presence generates me $1 million, I'll be happy. Which I know a lot of these gurus make from online presence, but I've just not been the way. I've been more of a guy who's done it step by step. I remember last year working on a software. What's the progress? Oh, I'm happy you remember that. We've developed into a beautiful business that we're growing day by day, and I put my heart, effort, and soul into it. I really believe this would be the tool to help so many people. It's something that we really have enjoyed doing, and have built a version now that is super powerful. So this is our new version. We have leaderboards now. We have communities that trade on here. We just want more people to utilize this for themselves so that they can pass prop firm challenges. If you check our features, we have some of the most advanced features that there ever are for such an affordable price. Tick by tick data, prop firm simulator now. So now we have where you can actually simulate passing a prop firm challenge. We have all of these together. AI Insights has been insane. So we're super happy with what it's developed into. And you know, and that's it. It's amazing. So hopefully people utilize it. This is gonna be the #1 tool for people, I guarantee, because this is your bridge. This is your bridge between having something that you know what you're doing versus what you don't know. Is it free? We have a free version. It's just a demo, so you can try it out. It allows you to test one pair just to try it out. And then the rest is paid, of course, as this is cost. I don't even want to discuss the cost of something to develop like this. Scares me. I'm buying next month my prop challenge. Have you practiced passing a prop challenge? That is my #1 question. Because on Pip Labs, we have a prop firm simulator. If you can't even pass it on here, don't waste money spending $500, $200 paying a prop firm challenge to pass. Don't do that. Because, I mean, paying for a challenge. Because you're not going to make it. You're not going to make it back. See you, Dorjeen. Take care. What was it like when you bought your Porsche? In the beginning, it was, you're just a little bit shocked, you know. How many people helped develop it? So we're a team of 3. We have 5 as well total. But we pay 2 on contract basis. So direct, you're not gonna make it back. Well, that's a poor mindset, you know. What's the #1 on your name? Means you're #1 in chat, man. One of the first to speak in chat, to continue the conversation. So you're #1 in chat. You deserve first place in chat. Guys, yesterday, I don't know why no one wanted to watch this, but this is a special video actually I put the effort to make. This is my setup 1, 2, 3, 19-minute video, all put together. All put together, setup 1, 2, 3. Is Pip Labs part of the monthly fee? No, of course not. It's almost the cost of the monthly fee. We can't charity that, unfortunately. But if you are in the group, I can give you discounts for sure. That I can help you with. Did one person code the whole thing? Basically, yes. You could say that for sure. For sure. Took 2 years, but yes. I think everyone has mastered setup 1, 2, 3. Well, there's a new audience. So guys, we have only 2 spots left in the group. If it doesn't fill up, if no one joins the group, then next month, remember, just a reminder, price will increase. You know, price increase next month. So if you wanted to get in and you don't have, and you want to get in for cheap, that's your chance. Please do not complain next month when price increase. Oh, I wanted to join, but blah, blah, you didn't say. I don't want to hear that. If I wanted to make money, I would keep quiet about it, increase the price and say, hey guys, price is increased. And then keep quiet. Because then I would get more money, right? Because then you guys would just have to pay for the higher price. Does the price change for former members? If you're a current member in the group, you do not get any effect. This will affect nothing. Everything will stay the same. How do we join? On the website. Link is in description. I can save you time and send you here. Increase after 15 next month. Sorry. I said last chance. I've been saying it since mid-month here. I've given people a chance. How much will the price increase? Not 100% confirmed, but no less than 50%. %, win rate, live stream, results, track record, put into video, no views. Yeah, because it's not dream selling, right? Scammers sell dreams, legit people give value. That's how people ask me, Harry, how do I identify if someone is a scammer? Check if they sell dreams or not. That's how you know if they're a scammer or not. If they sell dreams, then you know. Please speculate the next gold move. I speculate the next gold move to either go up or to either go down. That is my speculation. I should have a 90% win rate over that. How do we know that you're selling value? It's a great question. Does what I post give you some sort of education that you use? Is it useful? Why would someone have 800 streams showing up every single day, showing his trades? Isn't that not value? But most people buy dreams? Yeah, but that's, you know, their problem, right? So many ways to know if you're value. I mean, first of all, check if there's only lifestyle on here, there's a problem, right? I have so much value, limited lifestyle. This is my only lifestyle video in the last 3 months. Also, I never promote profits, right? This account, when did we start this account? Okay, it's not doing too bad, the account. I thought it was doing worse. Since we started the account, risking 150 bucks, I've taken some NY trades as well. We're not doing too bad. We're not doing too bad. We're not doing too bad on the account. This is the break even from today, but now we're back 735. Not bad, not bad, not bad. 735 is not bad. We'll take it. We'll take it. 735. 735 is not bad. For risking 150, it's not bad. I think when we hit 1,000 on that account, we'll do a withdrawal. When we hit 1,000 on that account, we'll do a withdrawal. Can you show profits? I just showed a little bit of the profits from that account. Is that what you mean? What would you do if your country bans trading? Then I wouldn't trade. My country's banned it. Or I'll trade on a platform that allows me to trade. Man, these guys copy me, man. These guys copy me. I'm gonna hide his face, but I'm showing you, the internet copies me. Whose idea, and this is Dubai plate, whose idea was it to put the laptop on the wing of a car? Now everyone's doing it. Who's that in your room? It's your bitch, man. I need to tell her to get out because otherwise we might have some problems. How's GJ doing today? You know, this buy doesn't look that bad, actually. But this previous 4 giving us headache. If we didn't have previous 4, I'd take this eyes closed. So the open just happened. Now it's just the open. So let's see how DAXs react. Has the volume come back for open? Not really much volume yet. What did you buy from your first ever Forex withdrawal? I kept it in my account because of the losses I had before. I didn't feel like I made money. So the first withdrawal I took, I'm like, good, make something back, man. You know? The only withdrawal I actually purchased something with, actually 2 withdrawals. I did a $200 withdrawal. I spent it on a weekend with friends. And then my next withdrawal was a $1,000 withdrawal. And that I actually bought a gift for my mother. I think it was either from Burberry, yeah, or Hermes. I can't remember. No, it was Burberry. So that's the thing, man. Then I actually realized the power of trading. And then $1,000 withdrawals is not too big. I mean, soon on this small account that we started, we're gonna take a $1,000 withdrawal. Maybe. We'll see. Maybe we take a $1,000 withdrawal. Maybe we take a $500 withdrawal. We'll see. Let's just see how the month goes. Maybe we could... it's hard. Your top step? No, this is the live account we started on stream. We're up 680 bucks on it. So if we can do a little bit more, we'll take that profit and... I don't know. Just extra $1,000, I guess. How much you deposited? 10k. Just to risk 150 bucks. I can actually put less. 150, 200 bucks. What do you think about the recent CS2 fiasco? Yeah, reds are gonna go up in value, that's for sure. But I think it'll stabilize. It's just trying to stop the crazy market. Some guy's spamming in main. Let's see what he's spamming. Where's his show? Mr. Torrent. Goodbye. Boom. Alright guys, I'm heading off. Short stream. That was the option. Took the sells down. It was nice option. Fortunately, I'm playing conservative on the last 3-4 days of the month. And it cost me today. But I know the risk of that and I accept that. So I'm happy with my plan. Happy with the trade. Happy with execution. Waiting for the 5. Going break of low. Sell stop. I think everything was perfect. I think maybe slight improvement. If I wanted to hold beginning of month, I probably would have held. Because I need more opportunity. Preserving not always a bad thing, but let's see how the rest of the week goes. Remember, we have FOMC this week as well, so I wanted to be a little bit more conservative. And yeah, those who held, congrats. It was a beautiful trade. Obviously, if you didn't and you went break even, you wish you held. It's just how break evens work, right? And then if it hits stop loss, you're sitting there happy and proud. So if you just don't like that feeling, you just hold full stop loss the whole time. And that's how it works, decision basis. So happy with the plan. Pullback trades, very powerful these days. And all right, take care. Trade sharp and hopefully catch you guys tomorrow. Much love and peace. Cheers, cheers.